Good morning and welcome back to my channel. 3 vlogs in the space of a few weeks. That is like literally a world record for me, but I wanted to take you through basically my refeed / trial carb day / week. So I'm going to explain it a little bit, but just kind of show you how it works, because it's like the other side to bodybuilding. You always see the deficit phase, how much cardio someone does, how low their calories get, but this side is basically my calories have been way over 2,000 for the last 4 days, heading into my 5th. Today, cardio has been completely cut back. So this is also the other side that you probably may not see as much. So I wanted to give you a little bit of an insight, but to give you a bit more of a backstory and explain things a little bit more, essentially on Saturday over the weekend, I went to Melbourne. I hit a new low weigh-in and we held that low. So I basically kept dropping that whole week, and I was starting to get like a little bit ahead of schedule so we could slow things down. So we decided to cut cardio for this week and then also do a trial carb up / give myself a bit of a refeed / diet break, just to making sure that you're not going depleted and you have no more energy to give and your body almost like hits a standstill. So we actually are able and lucky enough to have that time frame to be able to do so. So some people may not actually have that time frame to fit it in to their prep, because you have to push all the way to the end. But luckily I started to get a little bit ahead of schedule. So that's why we can pretty much implement this few days. And then if I spill over in terms of like my body weight goes up too much, I start to blow out a little bit too much, we still have like 8 weeks to pull it back together, which is heaps of time. So that's pretty much the rundown of it. On Saturday, I had just a normal high carb day, nothing like out of the blue. Sometimes I'll just have a random high carb day, which I actually had earlier that week. So that was just like roughly 2,000 calories. Then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and today's Wednesday. Every single day, pretty much calories got higher. So I'm going to explain it to you for a second. And what this aim is basically push as much carbs into your body as you can before you find that line where you spill over and your muscles like don't look full anymore. You almost like look too puffy. What you're essentially doing is a few days before you compete, you start to push a lot of carbs in so your muscles look full, because a few weeks out you look so flat. It literally looks like you have no muscle at all. So the aim is basically to put as much carbs into your body as you can so your muscles look full without spilling over. So that's essentially that fine line, and that's where we're trying to find how much glycogen my body can hold on to. So on Saturday, like I said, I had the 2,000 calories. Then Sunday we went to 2,300. Then Monday we went to 2,500. And then yesterday we went to 2,750. And that is where my fats and my fats increased a little bit to 65, but my protein stayed the exact same throughout. And then my carbs got increased to 400 yesterday. So carbs was the biggest one we were playing with. Then today, so which is the 5th day, is I've gone back down 100 calories. So hitting 2,635. Carbs have gone down slightly to 350, but we've increased fats to 75 grams to see how my body holds on to maybe more fats, because you can kind of play around with either having high fats or high carbs. So pretty much since Saturday, my body weight was 55 kilos, and then this morning I was 56.6. So yesterday I was 56 and I've gone up 600 grams overnight. However, my check-in photos actually look like I'm still holding reasonably well and like still quite tight. So I was actually really surprised with that. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an insight, but basically taking you through a day on my plate for I think it's going to be my last trial carb day, so my last higher day. So I was like, okay, I need to grab the camera and vlog basically what I'm going to eat today. I already had a coffee this morning. I'm about to have another one, so I'll show you what milk I use and all that. But it's also a rest day from the gym, so I'm not training at all. No cardio, just getting 12,000 steps, which is really nice. I've also already gone for a walk this morning, did like 3.5K. So gonna make a coffee, then gonna get into some work. Meal 1 for the day, we have 70 grams of oats, 20 grams of the 85% Lindt chocolate, and then I use this protein powder, just 1 scoop, which is pretty much 30 grams. Then I need to wait for the chocolate to melt a bit because I do the chocolate spread on top. Oh, okay, what's your rating?
5.
5. Okay, yeah, look, I think that's pretty fair. It started off okay and then it got worse as I progressed. Once I've done the chocolate spread, I always add water afterwards. I like my oats so runny and liquidy, but the chocolate spread doesn't work on top if it's too runny. So I always do it after I've taken the video. And then kind of as I eat it, I just progressively add more and more water because it just like keeps getting thick. See, that is how I like my oats in the end. Like literally it's kind of swimming in the water. In my previous vlog, not the last one when I went to Taylor Swift over the weekend, but the one before that where it's like 13 weeks out, I was still having oat milk, but now I've changed to almond milk. This one's like the unsweetened, no added sugar one. Only have 100 mils now. I've been so against almond milk the whole time. Then all of a sudden, I was like, I'm gonna try it. I know it's gonna be so much better for me, a lot lower in calories and carbs especially, and I actually really like it. And then I always fill the rest up with water. So I just do the normal coffee shot, 100 mils of the almond milk, and then the rest with water. All right, I'm gonna drink this, do my check-ins for the day, and then I'll speak to you next when I'm having my first snack. It's 11 a.m. now, and I definitely need my first snack of the day. Normally I'll have breakfast a little bit earlier, but I wasn't sure what my calories were gonna be today, so I had to do my check-in and then wait for Beck to respond to it. So I had my breakfast a little bit later than usual. I need to figure out what I'm eating for the rest of the day first. It can be a little bit hard when like macros are changing around because obviously I eat very similar foods throughout the day, but when calories are changing, I need to make sure that like my volume is changing as well, but also the types of food. So for example, the last few days, my carbs have been increasing, which is really easy. I'll just increase rice, increase cocoa bombs, increase oats and my rice thins. But today, my carbs are slightly dropped in comparison to the previous day and fats are increased. So I'm like, okay, I just need to balance things out. I need to increase like my dark chocolate, my avocado, and my peanut butter to like make sure it all works out. So I'm going to figure out everything I'm eating for today, put in the breakfast that I've already had, and then I'll go make my first snack. The other thing I want to focus on is today I could easily fit so much more food that I guess is like more processed into my diet. So what I mean by that is like I could have ice cream for dessert if I wanted. I could have normal chocolate. I could have popcorn, packaged food. Like I can easily fit that into my macros today because my calories are so high. But that's not going to best benefit my body in terms of recovery and my energy towards my training and just like brain capacity and everything. So I want to make sure I'm getting the most out of my higher calorie day foods. And I feel like that's the biggest difference from this prep again to my last one. Is the last one, like I wasn't really thinking about food that would best benefit me, and this time I am. And every single prep you're just going to learn something more that is actually going to help you, that extra 1%. So let's figure out exactly what I'm going to eat today. I tracked a banana and I don't have a banana, so I'm walking to IGA. It's literally 200 meters away, so I'm gonna go get myself a banana. Got my bananas. I think this one's ready to eat, but I don't think it's 115 grams, so then I got another safety banana just in case. For rice thins, I just use these corn thins actually, just the original ones. 115 grams of banana. And then I just put 20 grams of this peanut butter on top. I just use the Smooth Mavis one. We're back in the kitchen. Again, it's lunchtime. It's currently 1 p.m. on the dot. I'm going to have extra lean beef mince and rice, which I've already pre-cooked from the past few days, but I always cook my veg on the day. So I have zucchini and broccolini, which I just cook on the pan because it's my favorite way to have veg. And then I'm also adding in avocado because it is, like I said, a little bit higher fat today. So I don't normally have avocado, but we're gonna add it in. Don't you love when it's exactly 50 grams of broccolini and that's what you have left? Hello, coming. Between myself, Jackson, and Tori, the amount of parcels we get on a daily basis is ridiculous. This is Tori's. And then this is mine, and they've come separately. And like literally our postie knows who we are. Like they come to the door and they're like, Tori or Lily? And I'm like, Lily, or she'll say Tori. So they know who we are by now. I already have rice cooked from yesterday. I just have jasmine rice and I weigh it cooked. I find it so much easier with my rice. Whatever way you do it, if it's raw or cooked, just try to be consistent across the board every day with how you track your food. So I get for lunch 200 grams of cooked rice and then 125 grams of mince that I weigh raw, but I know it converts to like roughly 80 to 92 grams depending on how I cook it and how long for. But every time I cook my mince, I'll weigh it all together and then divide by 4 because that is the cooked version of the weigh. That made no sense. The only seasoning I'm putting on my lunch and dinner at the moment is salt, and then I do put mingle seasoning actually on my chicken tonight, which I'll show you, but I literally just lather it in salt and it tastes amazing. This is my lunch, which I'm going to eat now and do some more work. I just also have 100 grams of zucchini, 50 grams of broccolini, and 40 grams of avocado. And it looks freaking delicious. Just so you can get a little closer look of it. Yum. It's 2:30 and I'm back for another snack. I have 70 grams of cocoa bombs and 100 mils of almond milk. Literally just having some cereal essentially while I do some work. And then I'm gonna do recovery tonight. Sauna or ice bath. I always like to do on my rest day some form of recovery. Especially during the week, I'll try to do like an ice bath. I haven't really done saunas recently, so I wanna incorporate that. But I'm just thinking, do I wanna do both sauna and ice bath or just sauna? I don't know. I like to do the ice bath with someone. But I can do the sauna alone because I can read my book. But the ice bath is really mental. And it's okay if you do it with someone because time passes a lot faster. So I just need to see if I want to do that by myself. I feel like I've hit an absolute wall. It's just past 4 p.m. now. I'm going to have another snack and I've decided to go to recovery. So I'm going to do the sauna and the ice bath. I'm just going to do both. So 30 minutes in the sauna, I'm going to read my book and then I'll do contrast therapy in the ice bath. So 4 minutes cold, 4 minutes hot, 4 times through. Then that'll pretty much bring me to dinner by the time I get home. But another snack, I'm going to have yogurt, peanut butter and frozen blueberries. I've literally just been working on my computer all day doing random things left, right and center, like stuff for my social media, then stuff for the podcast, then working check-ins, editing a YouTube video, like literally here, there and everywhere. There's so many different things on my laptop. It is kind of strange. Like I was just sitting there today and I was like, I feel like I have so much more time on my hands, like literally just taking out cardio. And I definitely have so much more energy. I have just hit a wall because I've been on my laptop literally since 5:30 a.m. this morning. It's now 4 and I've only had a break for going for the walk and cooking food. So like no wonder I'm tired in the way that like my eyes are done. So I think doing recovery tonight will be such a good way to just get out of the house. This is the yogurt I have pretty much every single day. It's just the YoPro vanilla one. So good. And then I prefer frozen blueberries over normal blueberries. So that's why I put them on top. I normally have 50 grams of fats per day. That's kind of like my average training day fats. I think rest days are a little bit higher, but carbs are a lot lower. Today, I get 75 grams of fat, so that is a lot more peanut butter. So I'm currently having 28 grams on my little snack here. And then this is my final snack. So I'm just gonna eat this and then I'll go to recovery, have a pretty chill night and afternoon. Early bed, because I have a big day tomorrow. Getting up at 4. No, I'm not. Getting up at 5 to go watch the sunrise. Perfect. I just finished up at Riggs. It's 6:15. I'm getting a little bit hungry now, but I've realized I still have 3,000 steps to hit. I'll definitely hit 1,500 like cooking dinner and getting ready for bed, but I'll probably just go for like, I'll probably put on my pumpkin and potato and then go for like a walk around the street just like while I reply to messages on my phone, which is kind of what I do to hit my last little step. So I'll do that straight away when I get home. But that was so nice. Like I feel so zen, so relaxed. read my book, love book at the moment. I'm reading Twisted Love. It's the first out of a series of 4. So good. So I'm very keen to like get deeper into it. Currently up to page 50, so only a little bit of the way through, but I just love reading to be able to completely switch off, because when you watch a movie you're still on your phone, but like reading you have to be so engulfed in the book and like you can't think about anything else. So I just love reading at the moment. But gotta go home and cook some dinner now. I just got home from Riggs. Wanted to quickly, emphasis on the quickly, put on my pumpkin and potato, but Tori story, what is happening here? There is water, soaking the air fryer because she's obviously burnt some chicken in it. She's lucky that's the only thing she does wrong in the whole house, so I think I can push it to the side, suck it up and clean it. And my curls are high this week, so I'm not in a bad mood, and I probably would have cried if I was still in that deep deficit, which I'll head back into soon. So just for future reference, please clean the air fryer. That is all. Thank you. Goodbye while I clean this. I texted her and I sent a photo of it and I said, ma'am, what is happening here? She said, was gonna message you. So she obviously knows. Just rinse it out because she's at her mum's with Jackson, something. And they quickly left, so she had to chuck it in the sink. She said, sorry. It's okay. Alright, I just quickly chopped up my potato and pumpkin. I have 200 grams of each. I'm going to put it in the air fryer for 20 minutes on 200-degree heat. I just use this potato, Spud Light, and I just use Kent pumpkin. While that is on the air fryer, I'm going to go for a quick walk. It is pitch black, but I'm literally just going to stay in my street to get a few extra steps, so I'm not doing them any later than I have to. In my last vlog, I literally said that I hardly get steps late at night. I think I'm going to take that back because I get steps a lot late at night, and this flash is so bright I can't see where I'm going. So I take that back. I actually do quite a few steps late at night because I just think I'm going to add them up during the day, and I just don't. I either go way over or I'm like, shit, I need to get steps. And then Tori literally just sent me a Snapchat watching my last vlog, and she was like, I swear you get steps over like most nights. I'm like, well, actually I'm on a walk right now, and I sent her a video of me walking. So I take back what I said in like 2 vlogs ago about me not getting steps often at night, because here I am doing it. This is what I use to season my chicken. It's the Mingle seasoning, which you can literally get from Coles or Woolies, I think. Oh, it's a little bit burnt, but that's the pumpkin and the potato, but it will still taste so good. I'm just going to heat up nearly the rest of this rice. I get 200 grams of it. And like realistically, I should probably just throw the rest out because I don't think I'm getting another high day. And if I go back to my normal curls, I don't have rice. And then my seasoning, I literally just cover it in salt and I'm good to go. This is the final product of dinner. I've got 200 grams of rice, pretty much a cup of lettuce, 55 grams of avocado, 125 grams of chicken weighed raw, and then 200 grams each of potato and pumpkin. I always watch Kylie Ross on YouTube or Sarah's Day. They're definitely my 2 go-tos. This is the first night I've had alone in so long. Tori and Jackson are at Tori's mum's house. I didn't even know that they were going there tonight, but it's just so quiet in here. And I really like it. But I'm also like, I have no one to talk to because I work by myself. So obviously I literally work from home 24/7. I don't have any co-workers. So I'm just in my own head 24/7. Then I went to recovery by myself. Then I've come home and no one's here and I'm like, cool. Like, I need someone to talk to. Anyways, I'm having my hot chocolate. Great timing. I was literally telling the vlog, who am I talking to? I have no friends. No one's home.
The star of the show is here.
She's here.
Look, I washed my hair. First time in 2 weeks.
It looks really dark. I really like it.
and I dried it.
It smells nice. What is that?
And yeah,
I really need to
that's
do
my
that
story.
so much.
Are we cleaning this tonight or in the morning?
It's happening in the morning. Sorry, Lily.
It's okay. It's okay. Anyways, I'm having my adrenal hot chocolate for dessert, and that is everything I ate for today.
Yes.
Full
Good night.
stop. Good morning. It is 8 a.m. I've gone for a sunrise walk this morning, and then I just worked from Oxley Cafe for a few hours, which I do pretty much every single Thursday morning. But I'm doing a check-in now to send to Beck, and then she'll tell me my macros for today. I'm pretty sure yesterday would have been like the last high day because it was like 5 in a row. So we'll see pretty much what she has to say, and then I'll have breakfast. But I just want to finish off the vlog here and kind of show you my physique after having like 5 high days in a row. My Kel's progressively getting higher. So I woke up 57 this morning, so my weight is definitely like slowly increasing. So pretty much last Saturday, I was 55.5 or 4, and then today I woke up 57. So it's about 1.5 kg difference. But yesterday I was 56.6, and the day before I was 56. So it's in roughly 2 days it's gone up 1 kilo, which is obviously expected with super high calories. I feel like I'm holding on to everything pretty well. So I'll kind of show you where I'm at with everything, and then I'll end the vlog. I feel like the lighting in this house is really hard to get good check-in videos. It kind of makes me a little bit soft, but this is like literally the only location I can get a check-in video done because it's the only sunlight spot in the house. But as long as you're consistent week in, week out with exactly the location you do, then you can see your body kind of change over time. Oh, she replied really fast. Sweet. She said, I really like this look this morning. And that is how fast your body can change in the matter of days. She was like nice and full, nice and tight, which is perfect. Okay, so she just said back to normal calories. So pretty much back to the normal game plan we have been on, training day, rest day calories, but still not doing any cardio this week, and that will be brought back in next week. Just finished my breakfast and going to wrap up the vlog here. I wanted to mention the reason behind the trial carb up. I just want to show you the 2 different photos from, this is last week where I was like depleted, didn't even know if I was having a diet break or trial carb up coming up, but this is what I looked like, and then this is what I looked like today, this morning. So pretty much a week straight or 5 days of high calories, and how much it can change your body composition. It's like crazy just to fill up your muscles to actually make them look like you have a pump as well. So goes to show that the carbs are a true blessing, and that my body can hold on to a fair bit as well. Hope you enjoyed what I eat in a day. That was just a little bit of inspiration. Please do not mimic it. It's what works for me as well. But wanted to show you kind of the insight of like a higher cal day and carb day in comparison to what you probably normally see a normal bodybuilder eat, I guess, a few days or a few weeks out from competing. So that was that. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll speak to you in my next vlog. Bye.